28,290 points and counting for the beer. James Harden just passed Carmelo Anthony as the league's 10th all-time leading scorer in his 17th season. From a six-man to one of the best single-season scoring performances in league history, this is the climb to the top 10 for James Harden. Most people think Harden's scoring explosion started in Houston, but while that's not true, that's where a bulk of his points hit the board. But it truly all started on the bench in OKC. His NBA debut off the bench, James Harden put up just 5 points. In fact, he didn't crack double-digit scoring until his 12th career game and averaged under 10 points for his entire rookie year. So for a top 3 pick, James actually wasn't doing anything unexpected just yet. But by year 2, Harden became more efficient and eventually won the Six-Man Award in his 3rd season with OKC. And once the trade happens, Houston gives him the keys and the climb to the top 10 is moving even faster. 26.9 points per game, a scoring title, and 23 games with 30 or more in his first season with the Rockets. Harden continues to do this for the next 4 seasons until 2017 when he finally gets over the 30 point per game hump on the year and wins his first MVP award. One more season into the 2018-19 season, defenses are doubling him on every possession and Harden decides to break the game wide open. He goes on a 32 game streak of 30 plus points, the longest since Wilt Chamberlain. In this stretch, he dropped 61 on the Knicks at Madison Square Garden, 61 again against the Spurs 2 months later, 60 3/4 against the Magic, and a 58, a 57, a 54, and 4 50-point games. He averaged 41.2 points over 2 months while the entire league gave him every defender they had. That year, Harden averaged 36.1 points a game, which is the 7th most in the league history and the most since Michael Jordan. A few seasons later, Harden moves out of Houston for a chance at chasing championships. During his time with the Rockets, Harden put up 18,167 of his points with the franchise, becoming their 2nd all-time leading scorer. While a title is yet to come his way, Harden quietly picked off some of the all-time scores while he played for a few different teams. In 2021, Harden passed Larry Bird and Gary Payton on the all-time list and began chipping away at the next names for the next few seasons. Until 2024, the Beard began making the move past some heavy names on the all-time list. He passed Reggie Miller for 22nd, then Alex English, and then Vince Carter to enter the top 20. But then December of 2024, Harden passes Paul Pierce and John Havlicek in the same night. The next month, he passes Dominique Wilkins, and then earlier this year, he passed Elvin Hayes and Moses Malone back to back. And notice how every player that he passes from this point forward is a Hall of Famer, every single one. Which brings us to present day on the 28,000 and counting for James Harden as he passes Carmelo Anthony. Harden scored his points in 1,174 games, almost 100 fewer games than it took Carmelo to reach that number. And now Harden sits less than 300 points behind Shaq for 9th on the all-time list. And the names after that include Wilt, MJ, and Kobe. But to reach those heights, Harden will need every bit of 2 more healthy seasons, and according to his contract, he's got at least 1 more. So realistically, a top 7 finish is on the table if he can keep up his current pace. So a 6-man in the league his first 3 seasons to a top 7 scorer of all time sounds pretty great. So whether Harden is remembered for his legacy defining stepbacks, his 3 scoring titles, an MVP, or a top 10 scorer, Harden's prime was as good as anybody else's. And with a 3-point shot or getting to the line, Harden is one of the best pure scorers we've seen, and it's now reflected on the NBA's all-time list. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video and comment down below if you think Harden will finish above MJ all time.